ಈಗ ನಾನಿರೋದು ಟಿ ಸಿ ಪಳ್ಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಜಾಜ್ ಶೋರೂಮ್ ಹತ್ರ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಮೋಟರ್ಸ್. Yenappa Swami, this is your friend DJ reporting back to you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Bangalore on two wheels. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಕ್ಕತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ವೆಲ್, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಬಂದಿರೋದು Dominar 250 ಗೋಸ್ಕರ. So you don't have to particularly come very close to this motorcycle to identify whether it's a 250 or 400, because this comes with this exclusive color red. ಈ 2021 BS6 model ಅಲ್ಲಿ the red color I guess will only be given to the 250s, and the Dominar 400 will only remain with the Aurora green and the wine black. Let me quickly do a walk around review for you about this motorcycle. ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಈ motorcycle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ in terms of Dominar 400 and Dominar 250 is what we're gonna get to know today. If I talk about the front and the rear tire, or at the first place, this comes with the 100/80. In terms of the Dominar 400, you get is 110/70 with 17-inch rim, and the rear goes as 130/80 in comparison to the 400, where you get 150 section tires by 70 with a 17-inch rim. And the front forks, though it looks kind of similar, but these forks are not the chunky forks that you get with the Dominar 400. This is actually a 37mm forks, but it's a upside down forks. That's a 250cc getting a USD. You get the same headlamp setup with the indicator setup that you get on the Dominar 400. It's nothing different from what the Dominar 400 has. You get the same radiator, and since it is a liquid cooled engine, you get an engine cowl there, which is not much gonna protect your engine, but yes, it will give some sort of a protection anta helbodu. And looking at the tank, this tank is again a 13 liters tank, nothing given less into that. And you have this complete black theme going on again with the 2021 model as well, but this is now even onto a 250 model which was launched last year. Now look at its exhaust ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ it's the same again, double barrel exhaust, very good looking. In a salpotali I'll also let you know how it sounds. Now if you look at this rear swing arm, it actually comes with a box type swing arm. It's not that aluminum finish that you get with the Dominar 400. I guess this is borrowed from the NS 200. Talking about the brakes, the front disc, though it looks almost similar to what the Dominar 400 has, it is not a 320mm, but this is actually a 300mm. And the rear disc, if you talk about it, it's 200mm disc with a dual channel ABS again. The rear suspension is again a 5-step adjustable. It's a monoshock. Now talking about the seats, these are again the same kind of seats that you get on the Dominar 400. You still get that same bungee cords what you get on the Dominar 400 if you are carrying any luggage or touring ಈ motorcycle ಮೇಲೆ. You still get that D onto this motorcycle return. Now that's the kind of detailing that this bike has got. You get these nice crash guards. This motorcycle comes with a 6 gear again. It's 1 down, neutral, and then 5 up. A 248cc single cylinder engine, which turns out somewhere around 26.2 or 3. I guess that's around 27 bhp of power is what you get out of this motorcycle at 8,500 rpm. The torque has been reduced in comparison with the Dominar 400, almost 35 newton meters of torque, but here you get is 23 newton meters of torque at 6,500 rpm. The switch gears, again, these are of the same quality, nothing less given to this motorcycle. It still is a premium quality switch gear set. On the right side you get is the power kill switch. You get engine start button. On the left hand side you get a pass button, headlamp low and high beam, the indicator switch, and a horn. Speedo console here, not sure if you can see that. There is a lot of dust here, let me just clean that. Right, So I believe speedo console, I mean the primary one and even the secondary one, has been borrowed from the first generation of Dominar 400. So all you get here is, you can have a look at it. Yeah, so you get is a tachometer, a odometer, a speedo console, the time, I mean the clock, a few of the telltale lights here, RPM shift limit lighter here, mode and select buttons, trip A and trip B is added into that. And on the secondary console you get all the telltale lights, and yes, the Bluetooth as well. No, I was just joking, that's actually the Bajaj logo, which tends to look like a Bluetooth device there. Without a further ado, let me start or crank up this engine for you. Okay, we are in neutral. Please get your headphones on, as I always recommend. Boy, sounds good, right? ರೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಈ ಮೋಟರ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಾನು ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಈ ರಿಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಕಮ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಡೈಮಂಡ್ ಕಟ್ ರಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ Dominar 400, the elder sibling, has. This is all the motorcycle is all about, and let us get on to the saddle and let me show you how this motorcycle performs. Now on these sort of bumpy roads, you can actually get to know what the suspension setup is on this motorcycle. The front suspension is more got the softer side, I believe. It's taking too much of bumps and rebouncing it back. It's not that stiff. Yeah, I can see that actually. And the rear one, as I told, it's like a 5-step adjustable. It still remains good. It's still good. Now the Dominar 250, with this sort of a suspension setup, why I'm trying to emphasize on this suspension setup onto this review is because this is something different for me, because I am a Dominar 400 owner as well, and that's for the first generation, and I have recently ridden the Dominar 400 BS6 2021. So I feel this suspension setup is a little bit of different from what was offered on Dominar 400. I don't know why. So if you haven't watched that Dominar 400 review, complete detailed review video, I'll place I link button on the top here, so you can click on that and watch the Dominar 400 review as well. Now talking about the suspension setup, I believe this one is on a very comfort side. It still is a sports tourer. Idan innanu sports tourer antane ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸಸ್ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಟಪ್ ಈ ಮೋಟರ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ, Dominar 250 ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಅ ಕಾಮರ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಸ್ಟಿಫ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಅ ಸಾಫ್ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬಂಪ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ pot holes, I mean small pot holes, yeah, of course, obviously, of Bangalore roads have got to offer to this motorcycle. Look at that. Look at this road. It isn't giving even a little bit of strain onto my back or my spine through that seat. This motorcycle again comes with the 800mm seat side, so anyone who is even a 5.5 taller can easily ride or comfortably ride this motorcycle, but he will be actually tiptoeing his feet, but yeah, he can still manage. So I am between 5'7" and 5'8". I manage to keep my complete foot. It's like I always keep it like this. When compared to the weight of this motorcycle, it's 7 kgs lighter than its elder sibling, that's Dominar 400. Somewhere around 179 to 180 kgs. If you are trying to filter around in the cities with the traffic, I guess you'll have to plan your moves well ahead in terms of handling this motorcycle or filtering into the traffic, and you're like slowly riding this motorcycle. The weight actually plays its role, and you always keep on tackling around with the handlebar to maintain it to go straight. I don't think so this motorcycle even has a little bit of vibration onto it. Yes, maybe 9,000 rpm or more than that, you get a slight tinge effect onto your handlebar. You get it at your wrist, but it's not that alarming that you need to worry about it. So ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಲ್ಲ ಈ ಮೋಟರ್ ಸೈಕಲಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳೋಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ. Now with the 130 section of tires, the Dominar is very quick at its feet. What I mean to say is that, you know, shifting from left to right and right to left is kind of easy when compared to Dominar 400. That was quick. ನಮ್ಮ BMTC ಬಸ್ ಅವರು ಆ ಥರ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ, now you saw what the Dominar 250 can do. It is quick in braking. I'm not trying to rev this motorcycle a lot, but I'm trying to get the feel of going a little bit of faster onto this motorcycle, because you know I just can't, I'm not able to hold myself from riding this motorcycle a little bit faster, but not revving the motorcycle, though it's a, you know, happy revving machine. Again, if you are trying to find a competitor for this motorcycle, you have the Suzuki Gixxer 250 available, and you also have the Huskies. What I mean to say is the Husqvarna 250s. So both the motorcycles I have not test ridden, which I'll do in future for sure in a very short period of time, and I do have plans for that. But sticking on the topic of this motorcycle, the Dominar 250, in terms of pricing, in terms of, you know, the road presence that this motorcycle has on offer, I don't think so these two other motorcycles have on offer. At an affordable price, you get this package. I'm just trying to see a good launch of this motorcycle, what it can do. Let's check. Pretty good launch. I was not revving it hard, though the shifter light blinking like a Christmas tree at 6000 RPM or 6.5 so ಒಂದು ಆರುವರೆಗೇ 250cc motorcycle shifter light blink ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. Let me also explain this to you, which I forgot to mention you then, is that this motorcycle does not come with the triple spark technology what Bajaj has on offer for the 400 for its elder sibling. Rather, this motorcycle comes with a twin spark with one spark less, and still trying to give the maximum output or performance that this KTM 250 engine has on offer. But when you compare to the spec sheet or even in terms of performance, when you're on saddle, it does perform low in terms of performance when compared to the Duke 250 of the KTMs. But nonetheless, for a 27 horses, this is one of the cheapest 250s right now which is available into the market. Well, I would like to thank Praveen Motors of Bajaj in Tesipalya. You can see their contact number below. I'll also put it in the description box. So thank you so much, Praveen Motors, for lending me this motorcycle, for allowing me to do a review of this motorcycle, so that yaar ee gaadina purchase ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೋ will be benefited by having a look at this complete ride review. It surely does good job at the corners, because it doesn't sound or feel lazy in terms of performance when you're trying to corner and hit that throttle. Talking about the gearbox of this motorcycle, feels very crisp, nice and precise. ನೋಡೋಕೋದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನೋ doesn't matter, it does it smoothly without any hassle. And the Dominar 250, according to me, actually lives up to its name, called as Sports Tourer by the Bajaj motorcycles. The power actually comes up after 5000, I believe, 5000 of RPM. Only then you cross the 5000 of RPM, you can actually see some performance coming out of that machine. Well, ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ Dominar 250 is again a complete package given from Bajaj motorcycles. ನಾನು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು 250cc ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಟೂರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, then I guess this is the best in class with the features that it has on offer, like ABS, USD forks, all LED setup front and back, right, including from its the turn indicators, and boy oh boy, the affordable price. Now looking at the quotation of the Praveen Motors given for the Dominar 250 BS6 model 2021, the ex-showroom price shows as 1,67,718 rupees, wherein you pay the lifetime road tax charges as 37,605. You get the normal 1+5 insurance for 9,500 with smart card and postal charges up to 600 rupees. Now the total on-road price of this motorcycle comes up to 2,15,423 rupees. If you look at the rear here, these are the EMI schemes. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೆ EMI ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ motorcycle ನ which is Dominar 250 BS6 model ನ on road price ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆ 2,15,423. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೂ ಕಟ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ EMIs ಅವ್ರು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದಿರೋದು 63,363 ಡೌನ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ. ಫಾರ್ 12 months it's 14,658. For 24 months it's 8,144. and for 36 months it's 6,008 rupees. ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ID ಪ್ರೂಫು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಏನೇನು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಮತ್ತು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ and latest 6 months bank statement with 2 checks and 2 photos. ಸೊ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಲೈಕ್ ಬಟನ್ ಒತ್ತೋದು ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸಬ್ರಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಹಿಟ್ ದಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಬಟನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬೆಲ್ ನ ಒತ್ತೋದು ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಒತ್ತಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾಂಟೆಂಟ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ DJ signing off from Bangalore on 2 wheels, and you have a lovely day ahead, afternoon, evening or night, or whenever you're watching this vlog, my friends. Chill ಮಾಡಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರಿ.